What's up? Just 350 JP in the house. So, continuing about the hypnotism of the color black. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, so a lot of guys, what you don't realize is that women, they have their own particular way of talking and things that they do. And it's not that much different than ours, except for, the things that their body goes through. But when a woman, you have to understand, that there are a lot of women out here in the world that you haven't met that have the same features that you do. Like in Indonesia, I met these two brothers from Indonesia on the train the other day, and they straight look like brothers from the States. I mean, thick lips, wide noses, and their noses like kind of really flat and stuff, And my friend, Blue Eye Guy 1, when he was out there, he said the people you see on TV are not the ones that's representing the majority. They look just straight black and stuff. So you guys really have to travel and see. And you don't travel and you don't know. And a lot of other people that do travel, they see that the world pretty much look like us, and we pretty much look like the world. But because you don't travel, and then their whole thinking process is just really different sects and stuff like that. Now maybe if you go to the Middle East and stuff, they have their sayings, but maybe, out here at daytime it's one way, at night it's a whole different story and stuff, So, for you to really understand, you really have to get out there and travel. So when you go to, when you come to Japan, you see a lot of girls, like my video when I said how to know which girls to approach, the ones with the curly hair and stuff like that. If you look and you see these girls with these big lips and stuff like that, then you can talk to them too, because you do have something to talk about. If you don't know what to say, then say, "Hi, wow, your lips are thick like mine. Wow, they're really beautiful," and stuff like that. And they'll laugh, because girls talk about their lips and the sizes of their lips, and they talk about kissing guys with the same lips. And there are a lot of Japanese guys out here too that got thick lips too, just like we do. Dark skin and everything, especially when the sun comes out. Everyone out here in Japan darkens up. That's why it's a trip, because when some of these guys saying oh, Japanese women ain't like white guys and stuff, and then when they had their babies and their babies come out, you could tell when they're mixed and stuff, because you could see there is a difference. But sometimes that sun come out, and some of them kids, they get dark, some of them don't. But like this is one guy I met out here, and he's half white and Japanese. I don't know if he's American or Canadian or English or whatever, because when we say white, we talk about I guess just regular white guys. But when they come to their country, they're all patriotism to their country and stuff, patriotic to their country and stuff. But he saw me, I looked at him, and my eyes kind of squinched a little bit, like, huh, what the WTF, and he smiled, because he's working at this bike store. And so anyway, I just went over to him and told him what I needed. He didn't speak any English or anything, all Japanese. And then I was in a club, and he saw me, came over and was talking, said, "Hey, I think we traded numbers." So he said, "Call me, let's go out and hang out and stuff like that." And I'm thinking, cool, because number one is probably because he's a foreigner. But then again, because he got features like I do, the same lips. I think his nose was a little thick and stuff like that. But you could tell his father or his mother was white, and or his mother could have been white, I'm not sure. But you could tell. But because he shared the same features that I did and stuff, maybe it was kind of this natural tendency to want to hang, birds of a feather hang together or something like that, And these girls out here, they're the same too. So basically, what I'm just trying to say is you have to really understand your how your role in nature is, and how people look at, like this guy here in the green bike. He's dark. It's summertime, so he's getting dark. And these guys, they just come on the sun, and someone just darken up real quick. But like that guy in the other video, he was jogging and stuff. When he first started jogging, when he first started jogging, he was light, but now the sun coming out and they get dark, And even when like these girls, the ones they do get tanned up and stuff, because a lot of them, they hide the sun from their skin, like that lady right here. She's dark, and I mean, she is darker than my brothers. And some of these girls, when they get dark, you know, they'll walk over to you, you know, and they'll put their arm right up next to yours, you know, and they're like saying, hey, you know, it's just like, hey, I'm like you, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the whole good thing is you guys really need to learn a language. I mean, really learn a language, because if you learn a language, it's a trip. And then, you know, like they say, 80% of the people in Japan only like Japanese people, and everyone else like whites, and very few like Latinos, and very few like this, and that's not true. It's just that white guys, they come out here and they go to these schools and stuff, and so girls gonna get impressed by, you know, that first impression thing, but that wears off real fast, you know. And if more brothers came out here and you talk to people and you traveled in the towns and the countrysides, because they got some bad women out there, some nice people, and the countries. I mean, because like the other day I was in I went to see Batman, and I saw these 3 Japanese people, and their faces were like crescents of a moon. You know, it went in and out, concave. Maybe I forget the word, but it's like a crescent. Their face came in and just steadily went in and came out. And so I was thinking like, wow, they must have been like really Indians, you know, or the original, probably one of the original people that were here, you know, and they were speaking Japanese and everything. I'm thinking, I don't know if they were from Okinawa or up north or what, but when you go to the countryside, you see a lot of people, and these Japanese people, and they all say they're the same, but they're not the same. Their faces definitely not the same, you know. So it's really interesting though. But let me think. It's really interesting. I mean, it's really interesting. But I guess that's about it, you know. So when you go out here and you talk to these girls and travel and stuff, you know, don't have that I'm black and people don't like you. No, you black and people are going to naturally look at you, because it's just a natural attraction. I mean, whether they want to or not. I mean, it's like whether they want to or not. As soon as they notice that darkness and they look at you, you know, to your eyes, it's just soothing. You know, there's no reflection or anything. You know, and then you smile back and you start talking to them and chill out with them, and you know, start talking. I mean, because you can start talking about your body parts and stuff, like, wow, you know, you really have some nice lips. Say, wow, I like your skin. Like the other day, these 3 mothers, they're like, oh, it's so hot. And I said, yeah, like, I love the hot weather. And they looked at me like I was crazy and stuff. And I said, well, and when it's hot, you know, I'm cool. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not like an arrogant, like a thing, but I mean, my skin is cool, you know, even though I still feel the heat. But they're like, huh? So I put my arm out and I said, touch it. And one of the mothers touched my arm. I was like, wow, your arm is very cool. I said, yeah, you know, that's how it is. And then in the summertime, my skin is warm. You know, the top of for the touch. You know, so it's really, really, really interesting and stuff. So when you come out here, and like I'm making these videos, but what these videos basically are doing is just saying that, hey, you know, when you travel, women are going to come to you. They're going to be a lot of women that's going to want to be with you. The women who act racist and stuff, you don't really want to be with them. Their boyfriends don't probably want to be with them, and they probably not having a good life and stuff, you know, because they're too busy thinking about you, you know, or thinking about the superficial. Well, I'm dressed nice, I'm driving in a nice car, and you know, people thinking about that, and that stuff, you know, it might be important to some people, but it's really not. It's really not even worth it and stuff like that. So when you come out, you know, you talk, there are going to be a lot of women looking at you. A lot of women going to want to talk to you, and they're timid because even in their countries too, they can't just walk up and talk. I mean, it's kind of sad when you live in your own country, you can't even walk up and talk to another citizen without them, you know, why are you talking to me? He's a different class, and it's really sad. You know, it really destroys a lot of integrity, you know. But a lot of women are going to talk to you. These videos I'm making, they're pretty much just saying, hey, when you go out to these other countries, a lot of these women are educated. And if you go and you're not educated, and what I mean it's not necessarily formative, but just reading up on a lot of stuff, they're going to look at you and they're not going to say, oh, well, you're a black man and you don't have a degree. They don't think like that. Most of these girls out here have a degree, and when they meet you and they like you and you're impressive and stuff like that, and all of that, they're going to think you already have one. And they're not even going to ask. They're not going to go put you through, all those questions and stuff. They're going to think that you are pretty much at the same level, have the same experience and knowledge and stuff that they do, because they're not going to pick no one that they think is not able to hang with them and stuff, So that's why I was saying, you guys get out, you get your degrees and you get this knowledge and stuff, because you just might be someone and might be a girl of your dreams, but maybe she had experience being with guys who aren't educated or don't have any reading experiences and don't understand things, can't comprehend this and that. And when you meet people like that, it's just, it don't matter how fine they are, you're socializing and stuff, it's going to be so different. So, and it's just not even worth it. You might as well just go and wait till the right person come along, or at least have those qualifications and stuff. So, just understand that because of your color, your dark color and stuff like that, that people are just going to look, And it can be for white people. Some people just might like that white look and stuff like that. I see a lot of white girls that look nice and stuff. I just look at their skin. I'm just thinking to myself, wow, why are they white? But I know why. But I'm just saying, wow, it must be really interesting. I wouldn't say interesting, but it must be really interesting to have it. Not saying that I want it or anything, but then I start thinking about all kinds of other stuff, and then I see, the people from Indonesia, some dark, some light, and this and that, and some Christian, some this and that. And it's just really interesting. But when you talk to people, one thing though, when you talk to a lot of people from overseas, not the ones in Europe, but the ones in the Asia and South Pacific, everyone's always laughing. And it's really interesting. And laughter is a good medicine. It really does get rid of stress. So I need to start laughing again, because that's what I used to do, laugh a lot. But yeah, you talk to people, and they, the two guys I was talking to, they were just laughing. Every time I said something come out my voice, out my mouth, they'd ah ha 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 da ha ha ha. I said, then they'd have ah ha ha ha, and they, where you from LA? Ah ha ha ha. How is it? I'm like, it's great. Ah ha ha. Black people cool. Ah ha ha. I was like, why they laughing so much? And I'm thinking to myself, and even the girls, people out here, you talk to them and they laughing and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Something's wrong. They're laughing and we're not, and they seem happy, and maybe we need to start laughing again. That could have been one thing that could have been taken from us. I'm during this slavery time and stuff, or free labor time, I should say, and it's just really interesting. So anyway, I gotta go, but I'm gonna make a lot of these videos and stuff, and let you know that all I'm doing is saying that knowledge, marriage, dating, women, all that stuff is all interconnected. And if you don't understand a lot and don't do this, then you need that. You need that rhythm. You need that information to be flowing, because the more you have, the better off you really are going to be. And you don't want to go to another country and don't have a lot of knowledge. You might not learn the language, that's fine, but if you don't have the knowledge, a lot of knowledge and stuff, it's just going to help you. And in Japan, like I said, there's nothing really out here to do but work and have sex, and that is it. And when you're on the trains, everybody's reading, everybody's reading. I do that too. They're at home, nothing to do. Everybody breaking out in the book. They can watch TV, but they got those silly show things on, I guess. Some people like them, I don't really like it so much. Maybe that's only because I don't understand everything they say. But everyone's reading, so you come out here and there's nothing else to do but work, have sex, and educate yourself. And that's it. And educating, going different places, looking at the councils, reading up on it, it's a lot of history, and you spend time learning Japanese, and you go out meeting people, and it's just a whole adventurous learning, educational experience. So I'm out. Peace.